Welcome to Monday Returns. This is where I recap last week's investment returns in the ETF universe. Last week, overall, the markets were an up week after almost a month of straight of down markets. Most of that coming on Monday and Tuesday and giving a good chunk of that back over the rest of the week. But most of the areas in the market ended up on the positive. Into where was up and where was down in the ETF universe? Well, leaders on the upside were cannabis funds. There were 7 different ones that did well and did really well. 3 of them up over 20% on the week. Some up 14, 18, 20, 24, 27. So really big returns. That being said, within the cannabis space, even with those returns on the week, you're still down on the year. Cannabis has been beaten up greatly. Other areas of the market that did really well was anything that was based on crude, oil funds. WTI was up 17%, closed right at $93 over the last week. So a huge move in the oil space, which kind of speaks to maybe that people think this recession isn't going to be a bad recession, because typically you don't get that type of movement in oil in bad economies. On the downside, lots of real estate funds. Now, these negative returns aren't as bad as what we've been seeing over the last 4 weeks, but still not where you wanted your portfolio to be. A lot of these are in residential apartment REITs. There are a few Bitcoin and clean energy things in here as well, but lots of real estate on the downside here this week. Again, from week to week, these types of things change, but kind of some big numbers on the real estate side. So again, within the ETF space, last week, positives, cannabis, positives, oil, downside, real estate. So those were the areas that you didn't want to be in last week. Cannabis and oil were the areas that you did want to be in. Now, are you going to start allocating oil and cannabis to your portfolio? Probably not. If you had it, you probably already had it, and you're probably not going to get in it just from one good week. So anyway, so this is the returns for this week. I will see you on Friday. Have a great week.